Good evening. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff, welcome to our 2020 virtual commencement ceremony. I am Melanie Bolden-Morris, the proud principal of Glades Central Community High School, class of 1989. To Dr. Donald Fenoy, Superintendent, Mr. Keith Oswald, Deputy Superintendent, Chief of Schools, Mrs. Marsha Andrews, District 6 Board Member, Miss Angela Moore, Superintendent, Glades Region, Dr. Monique McTier, Instructional Superintendent, Glades Region, Dr. Diane Howard, Principal of Crossroads Academy, Dr. Charlene Ford, Principal of West Tech, the School District of Palm Beach County Board members, SAC members of Glades Central Community High School, and the City of Belglade and South Bay officials. Finally, to the class of 2020, parents, family members, and residents of our great community, I stand before you honored to serve as the principal. Thank you for being so supportive. Our students could not be here if you were not involved in their education. I would like to thank the teachers, staff for doing their best to serve our students and creating better opportunities for them. At this time, I would like to acknowledge Mrs. Jenkins. Mrs. Jenkins is retiring after 25 years at Glades Central. Congratulations on your retirement. You have given far more than what was required, and for that, we are grateful. Coming up, you'll be hearing from a variety of speakers, including the superintendent, Dr. Fenoy, Mrs. Marsha Andrews, and some members of the great class of 2020. Now, I invite you to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Madeline Moore in English, Micheline Juno in Creole, Hema Cervantes in Spanish, followed by Al Deasia Laws singing the national anthem.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Prometo lealtad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que representa una nación bajo Dios, indivisible, con libertad y justicia para todos.
Mwen promet fidelite sou drapo a nan Etats-Unis de Amerik la. Ak nan republik la pou li ki kampe, yon nasyon an ba bon Dieu ak liberté indivisible ak justice pou tout moun.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home
Hello, and congratulations to the high school class of 2020. You did it. Own it. Be proud of it. You are a graduate of the A-rated school district of Palm Beach County, and that says a lot about you. And while we're passing around virtual high fives, let's reach out to your family and friends who are joining us from your home, online, or on TV this evening as we mark this milestone in your amazing academic career. They played a very big role in your success, and we applaud them. Seniors, although we are physically separated this evening, make no mistake, we are united in our admiration for your success. Class of 2020, let's get real. How remarkable and ironic it is that you devoted the last 13 years of your life to education, while some of the most poignant and everlasting lessons you have learned occurred over the past 2 months, during the final stretch of your high school career. The district's theme heading into the new year was 2020 Vision. Now that's ironic. 2020 Vision? Nobody saw this reality coming. A pandemic named Corona, or translated crown because of the way the virus appears under a microscope, changed life as we knew it. It may look like a crown, but let me tell you, it's been a royal pain. So let's reflect for a few minutes. For 13 years, you learned vocabulary. But again, some of the most memorable words or phrases you will never forget, you learned over the last 2 months. For starters, social distancing. As a society, we thrive on camaraderie, collaboration, and community. Think about that. The things you probably took for granted 2 months ago are now more important than ever to you. Being in a physical classroom on your campus with your teachers, classmates, and friends, sitting side by side. The loving hug of a grandparent. That is just too risky to share right now. Going to the beach or the mall, spending birthdays together, or here's a big one, celebrating your graduation. Distance learning. If someone had said to you that you would be spending the last 2 months of high school in a Google Classroom, full-time from home, maybe even in your pajamas, you would have thought they were crazy. But that's exactly what you did. You and your teachers pivoted with remarkable dexterity and efficiency and just made it work. Essential workers. That includes our medical heroes and also the many other brave souls who didn't have the luxury of staying home. The people who we depend on day in and day out to stock our grocery store shelves, to deliver food and prescriptions, to serve the more than 2 million free meals that the school district of Palm Beach County has distributed to students since our schools closed on March 13th. Okay, in some cases, our heroes do wear capes. You, our esteemed graduates, are also essential. You are essential to your families, to your friends, and to the future of our country. You may feel isolated and frustrated right now, and that is understandable. But I also hope that you take great comfort in knowing that we are all in this together. Your lives will be forever influenced and many decisions shaped by this unprecedented global fight against coronavirus. These are not times to forget. Years from now, when you reflect, this just won't be a frightening time of inconvenience and uncertainty. You will view this as a challenge that you conquered. It's made you stronger, resilient. It's taught you the importance of fraternity, family, and friends. This collective disappointment that you and the entire global class of 2020 is experiencing is valid. You missed out on all of those rituals and traditions that many graduates before you probably took for granted. But I also believe that this current state may very well end up being your most profound catalyst for accomplishing great things. A springboard to your future success and how your journey will leave permanent footprints and impact future generations. You have the power to make sure that your children and grandchildren never experience anything like this. In the class of 2020, we have future doctors, nurses, scientists, and mathematicians who may very well develop the solution to eliminating future pandemics, or at the very least, make our world more fundamentally prepared for the unexpected. We have future business leaders and lawmakers who will demand more efficiency and oversight. You have future bankers and stockbrokers who will work amid a new economic and financial order. We have future educators who will teach in a whole new way while also reminding generations of students of their potential. They will deliver that lesson from the wisdom of knowing tough times and the experience that comes from adapting and rising to a challenge. I encourage you to channel any negative thoughts and use them as a source for motivation to set personal goals. Stay on course and use the redefined 2020 vision to be laser focused on discovering what will make you feel fulfilled, accomplished, and appreciated. If you believe in yourself, if you remain true to yourself, continue to educate yourself, you'll have everything you need to find the right path for you. Many of you are now the first in your family to graduate high school. That's fantastic. Your parents are beaming with pride. Every parent and guardian wants their child to have a better life than they had. You are proving today that is possible. Despite what the news and the headlines and what the social media might tell you, the future is bright. I know that it is bright because I know you. This class, the class of 2020, has already had a profound impact on your community. Your principals, teachers, and I were humbled by your altruism as you supported the people of the Bahamas who were devastated by Hurricane Dorian. You sent supplies, equipment, and money. You've cooked up and provided meals for the elderly over the holidays. You've created programs such as We Dine Together to ensure that no student sits alone in the cafeteria or courtyard during lunch. You sent a contingent of students to Tallahassee to lobby elected officials for additional support regarding mental health for students and staff, not out of concern for yourself, but out of concern for your peers. For these reasons and countless others, I know the future is bright. You are the sum of all of the great things that you have done, that you are doing, and that you will do. Walk with your head up and your shoulders back. Be proud of who you are and where you come from. Since becoming superintendent, I've looked forward to shaking the hand of every graduate who crosses the stage. That's about 14,000 hands each year. I regret that I won't be able to take part in that annual tradition. But please know that I look forward to the day when our paths cross and I congratulate you in person. No matter where your journey takes you after high school, and may that journey be extraordinary. My hope is that you will return to our community with your hard-won wisdom and play an instrumental role in our future growth. You will be welcomed with open arms. In Palm Beach County, we always leave the light on so you can find your way home. I want you to stay safe, stay healthy, and most of all, stay strong. You are the class of 2020.
It's my pleasure to congratulate the class of 2020. I'm Marcia Andrews, school board member, District 6. Today, you will reach a milestone as you graduate. We have been in challenging times, but you have met the challenge, class of 2020. You have reached milestones. You will graduate today. We are so very proud of you and all of your accomplishments. I want you to stay positive, stay focused, and reach for your dreams. Class of 2020, go forward and reach for the world.
In 2014, Anquan Bolden and his wife Dion invested $1 million of their personal money to demonstrate their commitment toward undeserved students. Over the last 7 years, a senior has been awarded a $10,000 scholarship. At this time, Mr. Anquan and Dion Bolden.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. You will forever be remembered for your tenacity and resilience. I know that your future is bright and filled with success. I'm honored to present the 2020 Anquan and Dion Bolden Scholarship to Patriana Vickers.
Now, I have the pleasure of introducing the class of 2020 valedictorian and salutatorian. Glade Central salutatorian, Mrs. Megan Wright. Megan will graduate with a cumulative weighted GPA of a 4.36 and will be attending the University of Florida, where she will be majoring in health science. Glade Central valedictorian, Ms. Patriana Vickers. Patriana will be graduating with a cumulative GPA of a 4.61 and will be attending the University of Florida, where she will be majoring in criminology. And without further ado, I present Glade Central valedictorian and salutatorian.
Good evening. To our dignitaries, community leaders, faculty and staff, family and friends, and to the amazing class of 2020. For those of you who don't already know me, I'm Megan Wright, the salutatorian of the graduating class of 2020. I like to begin how any good child should start their graduation speech, with a thank you to my parents for bringing me to this moment and always motivating me to excel in my education. I want to thank Mrs. Hall for always being the greatest teacher ever, believing in my work and pushing me to go further. I'd also like to thank God for placing me here today with a purpose. No one thought we would be where we are right now, living in the unexpected. I mean, who could have ever imagined that the people would be fighting over toilet paper? And who could have predicted that the Hot Zone book we read with Mrs. Ortega would be an instruction manual for real life? Thanks, Ms. Ortega, for letting me read that book. I'm all prepared now. My message to you today is that we must endure and persevere. Seniors, we may be done with the FSA and SAT assessments, but our tests are not over. The world has many tests waiting for us, and our current situation is just one of many to come. Right now, we're being tested by the need to be socially distanced from each other in a time where we could really use support. We're being tested by uncertain employment situations where businesses are being closed left and right, and we're being tested by changing college start dates. The one thing all these tests have in common, GC graduates, we're going to pass them. John Greenleaf Whittier said, "You can never tell just how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far." The it mentioned could be whatever you desire, earning a degree, passing a test, your dream job, or even graduating high school. At times, the earth may feel like you're on a broken roller coaster ride, but never settle. Perseverance is all you need to reach nearer to your goals, and trust me, you'll get there. We have all failed at something, been disheartened, and wanted to quit. But Raiders, we must not quit, because when we do, we are not progressing. Why stay in the same spot you started in? Why not move forward? Have courage and endurance, and don't quit. Remember that hardships are not forever, and your tomorrow is going to be greater than today if only you can endure the tests of today. I encourage you to work and don't leave out the same way you came in. Always leave with power and grace. I know none of us expected or wanted to have a ceremony like this, and neither did I, but here we are and we will endure. The last thing that I expected was to speak in front of a camera to deliver my speech, rather than live in front of my classmates and my community. I'm sure we all want to celebrate together and live in the moment for one last time, and we will. We're just going to have to rise to the challenge of change. This is an international crisis. We are living through history right now, and the future will judge us based upon how we handle this test. You're welcome for the history reference, Mr. Tomaraz. As life continues, I encourage all of you to pursue your dreams and don't settle. Paul McCartney said that the last day of anything is the first day of something new. Today, a new chapter in the book has turned for us, class of 2020. We've created this chapter together, and now the time has come to create a chapter of our own, a new chapter of dreams and success. I want to thank all of my friends for being a part of this journey with me. It has been incredible, and I will always cherish the amazing moments that we have created. I wouldn't trade my time here with you for the world. Despite all the tests we've endured together, we've made it. Let's stay safe and show the world what we can do.
Good evening. To our dignitaries, community leaders, faculty and staff, family and friends, and to the best class that ever walked on Glade Central's campus, the awesome class of 2020. I am Patrona Vickers, your valedictorian. Time has a wonderful way of showing us what really matters. It went by fast, just like our parents and teachers said it would. I hope with all of my heart that each and every one of you cherish those precious moments we spent together, because no matter how much you may want to, you can't go back to high school. There's a universal truth we have to face, whether or not we want to. Everything eventually ends, everything. True reality never hits you until the end. As much as I've looked forward to the completion of my 12th grade year, I've always disliked endings. The last high school summer, first day of school, pep rally, first Friday showcase, it was all bittersweet. Just like that, it was the last of everything we had gotten used to during our time here at Glade Central High School. If no other class has ever been more grateful for the last of things, it should be us. No prom, no grad bash, no senior night. I think we've made history, folks, but those along with graduation were the moments we had all waited for. Unfortunately, we didn't have those, but we developed something greater. We developed a sense of purpose and unity that sparked us like never before. This unexpected pandemic made us quickly realize to make every moment count, to grind like never before, and to treat every moment like our last. Our graduating class is full of many things, but the greatest is our strength. No, everything did not go how we planned, but this is just a trial of many obstacles to come, and just like this one, we will prevail. This is what makes our graduating class the best. We've been through so much, but yet here we are, rising to the top, even in the midst of the coronavirus. Truth is, we rock, and that's nothing but the truth. Thank you, my 2020 classmates, for all the hard work you've put in, the memories we've shared, and for being a part of the best class there is. We are the true definition of strength in numbers. Throughout high school, there are always certain teachers who will forever hold a special place in your heart. With that being said, to Ms. Ortega and Ms. Myers-Ramsey, I say thank you. Ms. Ortega, throughout the years of teaching me, you've always believed in me and my aspirations. There was never a time that you turned me away or told me anything that I did not need to hear. A lot of people can attest to the fact that you did not speak as much, but you and I established a special connection through writing that no one would ever understand. Mrs. Myers-Ramsey, there are no words to describe you, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. There was never a day I walked in your class and you didn't make me smile or laugh. We built a bond so strong that I would rush out of my second period to get to your class. We always laughed and called each other best friends, which made a couple of my classmates jealous sometimes, but only we knew how much we meant to each other in our hearts. To the rest of my teachers and staff who have guided me and supported me along the way, I say thank you. I truly believe that Glade Central has the best staff and administration in all of Palm Beach County. Now everyone has those true friends who help you to strive through every moment of high school. So Anaya, Meg, and Mahogany, thank you for always staying by my side through thick and thin. Meg, we've been close since middle school, and I am so proud to call you my Sal. Anaya, girl, you are a special kind of wonderful, graduating with your AA before high school and accomplishing many more great things. Most of you probably already know, but yes, that is my best friend. Mahogany, you've always been that big sister I've never had. We've cried together, laughed together, even almost fought together, but that's what made us the best teammates. And to the rest of my friends and associates, I appreciate you too. You all motivated me to become the person that I am today. Glade Central has always held me to a greater standard. My coaches, my teachers, and staff have always expected excellence from me. At times I hated it, but now I can finally say that I am extremely thankful for that. It's honestly what I needed. I went harder, practiced harder, and strived for all A's every time because nothing less was expected of me. Female Athlete of the Year, Highest Academic Achiever, Most Valuable Player, Principal Award, and many other honors were titles that I earned throughout high school. Those titles were not bragging rights for me. Every honor or award I earned was for a greater purpose. With my mom battling with brain cancer and my dad being incarcerated, I made it my business to make it happen for those two and for my siblings. My parents will forever be my greatest motivation, and I give my final thanks to those two and the Almighty God above. Once again, I would like to say congratulations to the class of 2020. It was very hard saying this speech without you guys, and it wasn't how we expected, but we made it, and the journey doesn't end here. Thank you.
First and foremost, I would like to apologize for such an unforeseen ending to one of the most pivotal years in many of your lives. An ending to a season that was just manifesting, relationships that were just beginning to grow, and bonds that we thought would never end. The year of 2020 will forever be remembered as a year of adversity, maybe even pain. Recall the times when I encouraged you all to position yourselves, to be prepared for life's challenges. This past year is a great example of why being prepared is so important. But if you learn nothing else from this year, I want you all to take this. Life will throw you curveballs that will change the course of your journey. Sometimes it may throw one or two, and sometimes a curveball is all you have to work with. But a good batter knows that as long as you position yourself properly in the batter's box, you'll always be prepared for anything life throws at you. Your endurance and faith will give you the utter confidence to step up to any of life's pitchers and know that you are positioned in your circumstance and positioned in your life to drive that ball in any direction you want it to go in. Now, there will be times where you may strike out, or the coach might change your position in the lineup. But don't be discouraged. Note that each failure does not mean you're finished, but rather a teachable moment in everything that sometimes you have to tweak your stance to be in the perfect position. Ultimately, as long as you are positioned, you will be in control of your destiny and your legacy. So the question is, when you step into that box, will you be prepared? Will you be ready? Always remember, there is strength in your legacy. It runs through your veins. You are part of the greatest legacy, the legacy of Glade Central Community High School. We are no stranger to adversity. We are no stranger to overcoming obstacles. And we are definitely no stranger to hard work. The position that you create will forever keep you in the fight. Live your lives to the fullest and make sure you tell your story. Now, level up and go get it. I love you all to infinity and beyond. Now, it is my honor to present Glade Central Community High School Class of 2020. Announcing our graduates, Mrs. Rachel Loops, Math Resource Teacher.
Patriana Vickers, valedictorian, 4.89 HPA, attending the University of Florida. Megan Wright, salutatorian, 4.40 HPA, attending the University of Florida. Hema Cervantes, 5.33 HPA, attending Florida Atlantic University. She will graduate with her associate's degree. Anaya Miller, 5.22 HPA, attending University of Florida. She will graduate with her associate's degree. Gertrude Delhomme, 5.04 HPA, attending Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. She will graduate with her associate's degree. Ronteria Joseph, 4.82 HPA, attending Florida State University. Mishley Julno, 4.80 HPA, attending Florida State University. She will graduate with her associate's degree. Natalie Perez Hernandez, 4.79 HPA, attending Florida Atlantic University. She will graduate with her associate's degree. Josue Urbina Casco, 4.75 HPA, attending Loyola University. He will graduate with his associate's degree. Denise Pereira, 4.62 HPA, attending Florida Atlantic University. She will graduate with her associate's degree. Angel Alfaro, 4.568 HPA, attending the University of South Florida. Imelda Aluption, 4.566 HPA, attending Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. O'Day Shatara, 4.45 HPA, attending University of Central Florida. Madeline Moore, 4.37 HPA, attending Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. Steve African, 4.36 HPA, attending University of Florida. He will graduate with his associate's degree. Sylvamat Sylvain, 4.35 HPA, attending Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. She will graduate with her associate's degree. Kyla Lewis, 4.28 HPA. She will attend Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. She will graduate with her associate's degree. Deja Willingham, 4.27 HPA, attending University of Florida. She will graduate with her associate's degree. Calvanche Key, 4.25 HPA, attending Stetson University. She will graduate with her associate's degree. Jesus Alvarado, 4.166 HPA, attending the University of Central Florida. Fabio Lewis, 4.165 HPA, attending the University of South Florida. Rosanette Blezenord, 4.14 HPA, attending the University of Florida. Zahir Abdo. Tyler Abercrombie. Carmen Alcala. Patricia Alcala. Estefania Alcala Garcia. Jasmine Anastal. Bernstorfer Annalise. Jose Asensio. David Baltazar. Timber Banis. Brenda Barrientos. Mario Barrientos. Mishley Beldor. Abdesna Bellone. Leviticus Bennett. Patrick Bennett. Salah Blair. Eveline Blanc. Selamary Boras. Delarisha Brock. Jaheim Brown. Kevin Brown. Timothy Brown. Tydra Brown. Jamal Browning. Ariel Burks. Shadell Bush. Shakira Bush. Mariah Bynes. Yamilet Cano Barrera. Willisha Canty. Josue Carrizales. Isaac Carswell. Anjanika Carter. Kiara Carter. Frero Casimir. Lobadeline Celestin. Melissa Cervantes. Rose Cineas. Mariana Cisneros. Carmen Clark. Antkiria Crawford. Marianne David. Sterling Delva. Terwins De Rousseau. Edson Dieterville. Robins Dorval. Isaiah Drummer. Reginald Dunning. Vicente Esparza. Moise Estime. Zakia Evans. Tedley Examon. Darielle Furman. Cornelius Fitzpatrick. Guadalupe Fonseca. Dana Fontilme. Alonda Fortune. Joachim Francois. Nathaniel Francois. Zakevis Freeman. Keyshawn Frierson. Abraham Garcia. David Garcia. Diego Garcia. Lauren Gavilando. Vanishingson Genelis. Wilnasia Gibson. Alexis Gomez. Marquise Greer. Amarion Halliburton, Denzel Hamilton, Sanchez Harrell, Ahmad Herman, Araceli Hernandez, Javier Hernandez, Michelle Hernandez, Kaman Humphrey, Tamaya Humphrey, Jonquella Jackson, Ruben Jackson, Cavendish Jean Baptiste, Lavon Jean Baptiste, Amaya Jenkins, Jasmine Jenkins, Tyreek Johnson, Emaya Jones, Miriam Joseph, Rontavis Joseph, Shanae Joseph, Ivan Juarez, Juan Hukok, Jakendi Julmas, Atanas Kitchen, Wiljeff Lammy, Yawanda LaRue, Myman Shell Laurent, Aldasia Laws, Orvensley Legros, Yenisel Leon, Jada Lewis, Damaris Liho Betancourt, Jaylene Lopez, Librado Lopez, Ileana Loud, Wesley Lewis, Christine Lewis June, Rosa Macias, Brandy Mater, Aracelis Malboa, Lorena Maldonado, Yency Maldonado Hernandez, Anaí Marquez, Miguel Marquez, Priscilla Marquez, Kalia Martin, Arlene Martinez, Juan Manuel Martinez Resendez, Jermaine Mays, Kendra McBride, Antron McCants, Adrian McDonald, Utish Mimi, Amber Mercier, Williams Meredith, Saviola Medalist, Bettina Mashad, Kenley Michelle, Crisnaldo Milfort, Deonica Milford, Kyle Miller, Miriam Mojica, Kimberly Montiel, Jonathan Moore, Jennifer Morales, Oscar Morales, Marion Moreland, Janisha Morrison, Renaja Musadin, Edleen Myrtle, Magarfa Nicholas, Patriana Oliver, Rolando Olvera, Andrea Ortega, Teodoro Oseguera, David Pace, Kaylee Peel, Ivan Perez, Mark Perez, Julie Pettifrere, China Pettifrere, Jemiah Philpart, Ikara Polk, Romad Porter, Carlene Prophet, Mahogany Putman, Jamali Ramsey, Alberto Real, Tatiana Reith, Anthony Reyes, Eduardo Rivera, Arlania Robinson, Yasmin Robinson, Jaslyn Robles, Alex Rodriguez, Christian Rodriguez, Lisette Rodriguez, Marcos Rodriguez, Luisa Rojas, Ariel Roy, Freddie Ruiz, Yenzil Ruiz, Jackson St. Fleur, Jose Sanchez, Willie Scott, Janet Segurta, Corey Smith, Kiana Smith, Ollie Spear, Lovely St. Victor, Jairus Stevenson, Daniel Stewart, Shakira Stewart, Ernesto Suarez, Deja Summerall, Danielle Taylor, Kimberly Telemark, Bodkerson Telemark, Tyrika Thicklin, Sunny Thompson, Vananza Bareen, Jonathan Vickers, Joram Vickers, Mark Volmer, Kiesia Walker, Kamaya Walker, Toriano Walpole, Brianna Williams, Brianna Willis, Venetia Woods.
Dr. Fenoy, at this time, it is my pleasure to present the Glade Central Community High School class of 2020. The graduates have met all requirements that have been established by the State of Florida Board of Education and the School District of Palm Beach County. Here is Vananza Vareen III performing the turning of the tassel.
Move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, graduating class of 2020.